Okay, everyone. So first of all, I just want to thank you for being here tonight. A coach invited you here because they care about you and they care about your health and your life and everything that surrounds that. And so we just want to thank you for coming. Thank you for your patience and joining us here tonight. I am going to share my screen. We've prepared just kind of an overview presentation of who we are, what we do, and how you can join us if at the end of this is something you're interested in doing. Okay, can everyone see this slide? These slides, I should say.
No, not yet. I'm still downloading. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. Well, I'm having some weird view thing here. Let's see. Okay. Thank you for your grace in being patient with how this works. Okay, let's see. All right, well, we'll figure it out as we go. But for the folks who are actually here and have downloaded the software, can you see the slides right now? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see, all right, do you see one or do you see two?
One.
Okay, awesome. So I have a double screen, so it helps me. All right. So first of all, thank you guys for joining us. What you are, what you've been invited to is a coach sneak peek. You've probably seen, your friends on Facebook or Instagram, posting pictures and really talking about our team, talking about what we do as coaches, and just, sharing their excitement of fitness and health and really wealth as well with you. And so tonight, that's what this is about. I'm going to introduce you to who we are, what we do, how we earn, and how you can join Team Triumph. So this team was founded in 2010. I became a Beachbody coach because my husband ordered P90X, and I did it. And I actually, when he ordered it, I was such a skeptic. I was like, those things don't work. I don't know why you're ordering this. We have all these things in our house, and we're not going to do them. They're going to collect dust, but okay, fine. So he ordered it, and we both started doing it, and I saw some results, but not the kind of results that I really wanted to see. I believe that everyone finds their soulmate workout. And for me, that didn't happen until I saw another infomercial for a video series called Insanity. I didn't know it was the same company. I didn't know anything about Beachbody or Team Beachbody at the time, but I knew that what I was doing wasn't working. I was a mom, I was a lawyer, and I didn't have a lot of time to go to the gym or to, go out and spend an hour or 2 hours at the gym. I was like, listen, I have to be able to do something at home. I didn't want to leave my kids. They were very young at the time, and I had guilt. So when I saw the infomercial for Insanity, it didn't have any weights, and I was just like, you know what? I think that's something that I can do. I used to be an athlete many, many years ago in high school, and it just kind of reminded me of like that boot camp or that sort of sports training. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. Nothing was working. I had an underactive thyroid, and I had, over 70 pounds to lose. And so I said, you know what? P90X did something. I'm going to try this other DVD program and see what happens. And fast forward, 60 days into that program, I had lost 18 pounds, 22 inches. And I was just like ecstatic. My whole world changed because finally I found something that worked. And when I couple that with our health shake, 5 years ago, it's just been an amazing, amazing journey. And you'll hear more about that. Who is Team Triumph? Well, we are, a team of coaches, but more than that, we're a kingdom and a family of coaches. You probably see a lot of our posts and, on Facebook. I mean, we really are truly a family, and we believe that. And that is That is the way we operate. And our mission is to change legacies. I would have never thought that in 2010, hitting that button because I just wanted a discount on Shakeology and on the rest of the programs that I was going to order, because I was a believer. I was a believer in Beachbody because those programs changed my physical health. I didn't know if the business was going to work, but I said, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. And so that's what I did. And so I didn't know then that we would have, almost 800 coaches now, and, thousands and thousands and thousands of customers and clients, people who depend on us to help them with their fitness. And so that's just, that was my mustard seed. That was having faith in something at the time that I didn't know was going to be what it is today. And what it's become is just more than I could have ever imagined. So a little bit about Beachbody, the company, in case you don't know, like I didn't. It was founded in 1998 by our co-CEOs and founders, Carl Deichler and John Condon. In 2007, which was, basically almost 10 years later, they realized that the products didn't stand on their own. They were good at selling infomercials, but they needed people. They needed us. They needed coaches to help spread this. And so the Coach Network was founded in 2007. And the first coaches were customers, right? It made sense. Customers are the people who have the success. I had success. I was talking about it before I even knew anything about coaching. So it became this natural way to get people involved and to just really pay it forward, to help one, teach another. And we get paid for doing that. We get paid for supporting other people on their fitness journeys. And Team Beachbody's mission and our motto is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy and fulfilling life. And that's important to us because it's about your goals. It's not about our goals. It's about achieving your goals. And so what do we do as coaches, right? You're on here and you're like, all right, great, I get the company, but what do you guys do? Well, first and foremost, we're business owners, right? We're business owners who happen to be coaches. We encourage, we motivate, and we support, right? We share our journeys. We have fun and we make money. Like I mentioned earlier, we're a team. One of the images you see here, all of the images you see here are, we are about us and, supporting each other and encouraging each other, along the way in our journeys. So, coaching it's a word that sometimes is misunderstood. And, the reason why is because people sometimes think you have to be a certain thing to be a coach. And that's simply not true. Coaches do not have to be fitness experts, medical experts, nutrition experts. You do not have to be fit from day one. I'm telling you, when I hit that button, 5 years ago, I was 70 pounds heavier. But I keep it real. I did it for the discount. We don't have to be warehouses. We don't have to store products. We don't have to go door to door and deliver products to people. And we don't have to be salespeople. We see it as sharing what we do and sharing our journey. And if people are interested in that, then we tell them what we do. And if they want to join, then they're welcome to join us. And we'd love to have you. But the bottom line is, nothing works unless you believe in it. So the change starts with you, right? Is there something you want to improve in your life? Do you have any physical challenges or emotional challenges or financial challenges in your life that maybe coaching can help? So as we go through this, I'd like you to think about that. Is there something in your life that you would like to improve? Is there anything that you're struggling with? We're not going to ask you, we're not going to call you out on here, but think about that as we go through this. Just have that open mind. Because we all know someone affected. Physical challenges and mental challenges are, things that we see every single day. They're either things that we have or things that we know someone who has, or it's a generational curse. Whatever it is, we have something that can help. I'm not going to read off this whole list, but, we have people who have thyroid issues. I am one of them. I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's hypothyroiditis, which is an autoimmune disease that attacks my thyroid. We have other team members who have alpha thalassemia, blood cell disorders, coronary heart disease, type 2 diabetes, cancers. I mean, if we don't hear the word cancer once a day, we don't hear it at all. And it's really, and it's coming, and it is an epidemic. Hypertension, high blood pressure, gynecological problems, infertility for the women. So many of these things are things that can be avoided or things that we can help. Mental issues, depression, low self-esteem, having less time to play with their family and their kids, and just really connect with something bigger than yourself, right? Energy, confidence, anxiety. So again, think about those things. I'm gonna play a video, and pray with me, guys, that this is going to play. But this is one story of one of our team members, and I want you, I pray you can hear it, but I want you to take a look at it and let it sink in, if you will. Okay, can you guys see that? Let me just, I just want to make sure you can see what we're doing here. Okay. And I'm going to mute everyone, just for the new folks that have joined us. Okay. All right, I'm going to open up, it's a YouTube video, it's short. I'm going to play a few videos during this presentation, just so that you can hear from others. And this one is maybe 15 minutes. Not sure if I'm going to play it all, but take a look, and we'll talk. I'll continue to talk about it. Let me share my screen again. All right. I pray you guys can hear this. All right.
Our titles and ranks and all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, one thing that we have to understand is...
All right.
And coaches and the Dila Brody. So...
I want to take you on this journey. One that is not just physical, but emotional, mental, medical, and spiritual. 2004, a 9-year-old daughter, partially paralyzed, tingling in my right side, going down my arm, down to my leg. Can't walk, can't take care of her. Divorced, single mother. Don't want to depend on anyone because this is my child. A year and a half, almost 230 pounds. The doctor says, if you don't have this gastric bypass surgery, you won't be able to walk anymore. After a year of trying to lose weight, trying to eat right, trying to work out, surgery complete. Thought the storm was over. 2010, went out, tried to open up a business, started getting sick, lost it all. finances, gone. Mutual funds, gone. Personal savings, gone. The storm comes rolling, but I hold on. 2011, I started getting sick again. Doubled over, couldn't sleep, couldn't walk, pain. In and out of the hospital, going back and forth to the doctors. Single mother. Storm is rolling, but I hold on. Doctor said, we don't know what's wrong with you. We can't find anything wrong. Continue to be sick, in and out of hospitals, but I hold on. 2012, the doctor said we have to have a biopsy. Okay. Mr. Barr, can you come in right away? Okay. We need to have emergency surgery. Cancer. Storm is rolling, but I hold on. All right. 2013, about to get married to the man that I truly love and am in love with, and God sent him back to me. Clouds peel back for a moment. Sky is bright for a moment. August 4th, 2013, we say I do. Shine and bright, skies are bright. 2 months later, I'm doubled over, sick, pain, stomach swelling, holding on tight to my husband's hand, saying, I don't know what's going on. But I stand firm, still believing. One day, my husband had to call the ambulance because I couldn't walk anymore. They rushed me to the hospital. Doctor comes in. Mrs. Brody, we need to have emergency surgery. Oh, heck no, not again. I've been cut too many times, been under the knife too many times. No, I said to him. He said, but Mrs. Brody, we need to remove your gallbladder. It's about to explode. I said, you come back tomorrow. What? You come back tomorrow. I need to talk to JC. Who's JC? Jesus Christ. I said, I'm tired of being cut. That's what I said to my husband. We got on the phone. My husband never posts he hardly posts on Facebook. He posts and asks people to start praying. I stood firm. I reached out to everyone and said, we need your prayers, not now, but right now. I refuse to be cut again. I know what you said to me. I know that you said I have healing. So I stand firm, and I believe right here, right now, that I will no longer be put under this knife. The next day came, Thursday. They took me to prepare for the operation. They wanted to examine me one more time. And I said, thank you. I am healed. The doctor came running in because they thought that they took me to the operating room. She told me, Mrs. Brody, I said, what? I'm not going, right? She said, they came and they told you? I said, who's they? Only one person got to tell me. My gallbladder was no longer exploding. Everything was back to normal. They saw nothing. Nothing. I stood there and I looked at them and I said, I stand firm. 2014, December 9th to be exact. God said, now is the time to reach out to someone about Beachbody. Because in 2012, my girlfriend who's here, I see her, she reached out to me and God said, no, not now. Now is not the time for Beachbody. So I said no. December 9th, 2014. I asked him, well, who? He said, Dia. Didn't know her personally. Only knew her from one of our pages because we ran together with other sisters. I reached out to her. We spoke. I became a customer. God said, I didn't say customer. I said, okay. We were in Mexico with my Max 30 DVD. I reached out to her and said, how do I be a coach? And she said, you sure? I said, yes. That's what he said, not me. So she told me what I had to do. Came back, found out that went to the doctors again because my blood levels were low, single digits. My body was no longer producing blood. My blood level is of a 4-year-old, level 5, my hemoglobin, 5, single digits. In and out the hospital treatments weekly. Getting up, you saw the pictures, that's 7 days I was in the hospital on Mother's Day. I got out 2 days before Mother's Day last year. You saw me in the wheelchair. I had ran a race, but I was feeling ill because my blood levels are low. It's hard for you to walk. It's hard for you to do anything. So I was taking weekly treatments, weekly, getting stuck, IV, weekly. Asked my hematologist. With her reluctance, she said yes. I told her about Shakeology. I said, listen, we've tried every single thing. I'm tired of getting stuck. I'm tired of being in and out of these hospitals. I'm tired of sitting here weekly, sitting here being poked and prodded. There is something that I need to do. And God said, drink. And I'm drinking. I said, oh, here's the storm again. But I stood firm, believing. You brought me this far. I know you're not leaving me. Went to the doctors about maybe January, February. They gave me the test, we run blood tests. I get cocktails every 4 weeks. So they ran the blood tests. My sheet came back. Never in my entire life have I ever seen my hemoglobin in double digits. It came back 11.9. I did a whole dose jig right up. So, although many of you have stories of physical, going from 230 pounds, yes, and then you're at your ideal weight. But this journey for me has been more than physical. It has been an emotional journey. It has been a spiritual journey. Because I'm here to tell you, when the devil tries to discredit you and tries to tell you that you cannot be a Beachbody coach, when the devil tries to tell you that you can't rank advance because you're sick and that you have to go in and out of the hospital, when the devil tries to tell you no, there's a higher power that's here to tell you yes. So there's going to be days. There's going to be days.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to get back to the presentation. So that was one of the stories of one of the members on our team. I couldn't have said it better than she could have, or, because all of our stories are personal. All of our stories are personal because what we do truly, truly impacts lives. This is real. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's real. And, that was what Shakeology did for her. And, we started in 2007, but the CEO has a goal for 1 million coaches. And in 2010, we had 20,000. Now there's a little over 300,000 coaches. So we have a long way to go. And there's just a huge opportunity here, but we need your help, right? We need everyone's help to get to that 1 million coaches. We have an opportunity to change people's lives. And I don't mean that in a metaphorical way. I mean that truly, seriously. Your spiritual health, your physical health, your financial health. We solve a huge challenge today. I mean, we talked about the generational curses that we have in some of our communities and some of our cultures. We truly have that opportunity, but you have to make a decision, right? You have a decision to make, whether it's today, whether it's next week, whether it's next year. Do you want to join us? Do you know someone affected? Are you affected? Would you work for your success? And again, I don't mean just your financial success. I mean, would you work for your physical success? Would you work for your spiritual success? And is the timing of this right for you right now in your life? Because we're doing it, guys. We're doing it. We are ending the trend of people who look like us, people who don't look like us, people who you would never think need what we have. We have Karen, Patrick, Aaliyah, Jose, Jenny, Jackie, Kel, me, Adrian. These are people who have changed their physical lives and their spiritual lives and their financial lives. And they're not all here, and all of their stories are not here tonight to share with you. But on our team, you will get to know all of these people. I mean, this is not just about weight at all. It's not just about weight. It's so much bigger. So why would you want to join us, right? We've told you who we are and what we do, but why would you want to join us? We are a real business. We have brands that people know. Our products work. We're backed by science, and we have proven success. And some of the products, right? Shakeology. Adela talked about that. The slide just doesn't do it justice. You've probably seen us drinking it, but again, it's all about what it's going to do for you. Who are our brands? I don't know. Have any of you guys seen some of our infomercials? T25, 3-day refresh, some oldies but goodies, Turbo Jam, Insanity, 10-minute trainer. There's a ton. Turbo Fire, P90, 21-day fix. We're all over the television. If you're up on a Sunday, if you're up anytime, or we're always on. So we don't have to do the advertising. Beachbody does that for us. We just need to be the example. And as you saw from the slide before, we're living testimonies. And I'm just, again, another quick video about just an infomercial success that we've had. Oh. Let me just go back, guys. Sorry about that. Nope. Well, for some reason, I can't get back to the, there we go. So I'm gonna share the screen again, and this one is much quicker, but I don't think it's any less impactful. Can you guys still see that? No? Okay. Let me see. Man, I'm really learning how to get my technical skills up here. All right. I want to change the mommy pooch and my thighs. I want my thighs toned. I want my legs toned. That's what I'd like to achieve. I've never had a body like this. I lost 23 pounds and 27 inches. Maxing out is required if you want to get the results. I'm gonna push. I'm gonna push. With Insanity Max 30, there's no reserving energy. You are pushing yourself to your limit every second. 30 minutes of Insanity Max 30 is enough for any person to change their body. Now I look down and I'm like, what are these lines? Like, right? Like, those are my abs.
You're gonna love the new body and the new feeling that you have when you complete this.
Insanity Max 30 pushed me to my max. I've become that fit, 40, and fabulous mom that I wanted to become. All right, while I have you guys here, I see that something in the chat, so I just want to make sure that, okay. All right, so that, I guess, you know what, I realized I didn't say who I was when I started this call. I am Dia Myers, and I am one of the founders of this team. And so that was me, guys. That was me on that infomercial. And one of the things that I didn't mention about my own personal story is that when I started with, Team Beachbody, I did say that I started as a discount coach, but what I didn't say is that last year I had an amazing opportunity to be in Insanity Max 30. And, I don't want to bore you with another video, but, I've shared this story on YouTube as well. But for me, this journey was about going from fear to faith. This has been a journey for me because when I started this, I was a full-time attorney. And, I was working a lot of hours. I had already said, I had young kids, and I wasn't living my life. I was really a slave to money. And, because I thought that that's what success meant in life, but I wasn't living. I was working, and I just wasn't really being able to do all of the things that I wanted to do in my life, right? My priorities, the things that really meant a lot to me. And so when I became a coach, it was just for the discount. I didn't think that I needed Beachbody, but I was wrong, right? Because Beachbody found me in a time of my life where I didn't know I needed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew that I needed to physically change, and I get really emotional when I talk about my story. So I'm sorry. I didn't know that I needed to change. And so last year I had the opportunity to audition for Shanti's workout program. And like I said, when Insanity found me in 2010, it changed my physical body. And so when I saw the ad pop up on Facebook, I said, you know what, I'm gonna try out for this. I didn't fit any of the requirements in my mind, right? You had to be, in the best shape of your life. And you know what? Every day, it doesn't matter how fit you are. If you were once overweight like I was and you're fit, you want to maintain that. Or if you're overweight, then you want to lose weight. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically, life is about a journey. It doesn't matter where you are always on a journey. You're not perfect. Nothing is perfect. So, yes, I had done programs. I was fit. But did I feel like I was in the best shape of my life to be in a Shaun T video? No, I didn't. But I filled out the application. Something in my spirit said, fill this out. So I filled out the application. I went for the audition. And when I tell you, I felt like I was dead 5 minutes into the audition. We actually had to do a portion of the workout. We didn't know what the workout was going to be. It was all top secret. But he was there, and he wanted us to do these moves in combination. And I thought I was having a heart attack. I really did. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. But I made it through. And, through the first round, and they said, look, if you guys are, coming back, if you're going to be asked to come back, we'll call you back tonight. I was still a full-time attorney. I was still, I still had to report to a boss and all the things that came with my caseload and working. And so, but you had to be available for a month to shoot this video. And so between right after the audition, I went into another room and I prayed and I said, God, if this is something that you have for me, then you will make a way. So I went home, I got an email to come back for round 2. When we got there, it wasn't just me, it was, the rest of the cast, and we didn't know that. When we got there, they split us up, and then at the end they said, congratulations, you've been selected to be in this cast. I broke down in tears because this program, this opportunity, what you guys are witness to is something that, people on a video allow me to believe that I could do this. Like, coaches believe that I could do this. And so I was the person who was, between workouts just falling out on the floor because I didn't think I could do it. But to be selected, to be that person in the video, to be able to inspire someone else to believe in themselves, to believe that that was something that they could do, like, it just blew my mind because it wasn't about me. It was about what I could do in someone else's life. So when I was accepted, I knew that was God because there was just no other way, right? And so I get on the phone, I call my boss and I'm like, boss, I have this opportunity to do something and I have to do this. I have to do it. And I want it to work for you. I want this to work for me. So what do we need to do? And I don't have to tell you the blow by blow because I am actually in the videos now, but it was during that time, right? From my fear to my faith, it was during that time when I had diligently been a coach and every day just connecting with people and sharing this word and changing people's lives day after day after day. And Beachbody was paying me to do that. And I was able to pay off debt and do all of these things with that income and, go on trips and do just amazing things as a coach. And so when I was cast in the videos, we were shooting, and during that month, I realized that I was living, right? I was living inside. And I went back to work, and as much as I was good at what I did and I enjoyed what I did, I enjoyed, being in court and speaking and all of these things and advocating for my clients, right? Because, right, as a coach, this is the same thing we do. We help, it's not that different. But I just felt alive inside. And so when it was during that time when, basically God said to me, it's time. And I knew what that meant. I was hard-headed because, he had been telling me, just be patient, your time will come. And he told me it's time. And so for someone who was very controlling and wanting to know every step and how I was going to do this, God, are you telling me that I'm supposed to stop what I'm doing and become a full-time coach? Yes. Okay. I did it. But this is just my passion. This is what I love to do. So I don't even know, how I started on this, but, you just have to understand that what we do as coaches is just so much more than physical. And, we're just asking you to really think about whether or not this is something that can change your life. And so I know how I got here, because that was me in the infomercial. Because if you've ever seen the videos, I still wasn't in the best shape of my life, even though I was in those videos, right? And so I had the opportunity to go through the program for 60 days and test it and be, in the infomercial as a success story for the change and the transformation that it did to me physically. So anyway, that's where I was. So I'm going to go back to the presentation, and I'm not going to, go, piece by piece into every single slide. I think that you guys really kind of, get it, right? The infomercials alone won't win, right? Beachbody already knew they could sell an exercise program. They got that. Everybody who's calling in and ordering, they got that. They can sell products. But what they couldn't do alone was provide coaches who give you personal accountability and support. In fact, to give ourselves personal accountability and support, because if I wasn't a coach, I promise you, I don't know that I would be where I am today. I need you guys as much as you need us, and I know that if you guys have coaches here on this call, that you would say the same thing, that you would thank God for your coach because they check in on you, they make sure you succeed. And it's not because they get paid to do it, it's because they care and love you. So what are the kinds of benefits that you can have as a coach, right? You can make your own hours. You can get fit as you grow your business, because remember, you don't have to be fit when you start. You can travel, you can work out with the trainers, you have tax benefits, and you get paid for your efforts. I do have another story, but we're already over time. So I just want to table that, but I encourage you guys to reach out to your coach and just, ask them for Jenny's story, because her story is powerful. You've heard of physical transformation. You've heard, a Shakeology transformation, but Jenny's transformation is different, right? She grew into this amazing leader, this amazing person. And, we're just so proud of her because she is now following her dreams. And I'll just leave it at that. But please ask your coach for this story. So now is the time for you guys to ask yourself, what do you want? Do you want to lose weight and feel great? Maybe you want to help and inspire others. Do you want to earn additional income? Do you want to have fun and meet new people? Do you want to be part of the solution? Do you want to fire your boss and be debt-free? Or do you want to spend more time with your family? Now, everyone doesn't want to do all of these things. Everyone doesn't want to do this full time. But, it's about your goals. So think about your goals. What would you like? And it's easy to get started, guys. We have a business starter kit, but most people get started with our challenge pack, because actually you get the business starter kit free when you join us. Why? Because our fitness programs work. And so once you get that, the business, it just comes. And you can get started, risk-free. There's no risk to getting started with us. You get your money back if you're not making any money. You get your money back if you don't like the products, or if it's just not for you. I mean, I don't know, I joined the gym for years and they didn't tell me you can get your money back if you don't lose weight, right? I mean, they just didn't do that. So it's up to you. Now it's up to you. So this is really the end of our formal presentation. We want to thank you for joining us, and to, contact the person who invited you tonight. We're going to open up the floor for just a few minutes of questions and answers. And I'm obligated to say this, that Team Beachbody doesn't guarantee any level of success or diligence or income from this, as a coach. It's all about your effort and skill. And so again, thank you for joining us. I'm going to stop the share of my screen, and then I'm going to open the floor. You guys, I hope you know by now, I try to keep it real. If I can figure out how to stop this share. Let's see. Okay. And I feel like I was talking a lot, so I'm going to unmute the phone and drink some water. I hope you guys are okay with that. Okay, I've unmuted everyone. So does anyone have any questions?
It's the general election, and this is the major economic political issue of the debate.
No, you have answered all the questions.
Okay, awesome. Any questions?
Is there another candidate out there in the form of Bernie Sanders who's been beating that drum? Yes.
No, not at this time.
All right, awesome. Well, I hope that this was useful for you guys. I hope it gave you something to think about. Please reach out to the coach who invited you. And we look forward to having you on our team. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.